Hello, folks, and welcome to Cat Chat, our final episode of the year. And this episode is a special one. How about it, Jenna?
Okay, my most favorite episode is today, Chris. I'm so glad that we're here. As you notice, we're not in our normal studio. We're off-site. We're at the high school in the Purple Lounge. I don't even want to tell you how laborious it was to bring these chairs up here, but it's okay. We're here. We're doing it.
We got it done.
We got the setup. And we're joined by some very talented students that are going to be our guest hosts today. Chris and I are not taking the day off, okay, but we're taking a back seat for real. Our student guest hosts are going to be taking over Cat Chat for our senior send-off episode, celebrating the class of 2025.
That's right.
What an awesome episode to have.
I can't wait to see what you guys got in store. I met Zoe, who was our current student host all year long. She's going to be gone, but first place I met her was right here, so I'm ready to go.
Yeah. So we have 3 underclassmen with us. Why don't you guys take a second and introduce yourselves to everybody?
My name is Marcus Myers. I'm a sophomore, class of 27.
My name is Isabella Vanderpool. I'm a freshman, class of 2028.
Hi there, I'm Isabella Narcellis. I'm a junior, class of 2026.
Awesome. Well, we're really excited that you guys have taken time out of your day to do this and help us to celebrate these seniors that are going to go off into the world. They have so much in store just to get life ready, right?
Yeah.
They're going to share their experiences, share all their memories, the highs, the lows, everything in between, Chris. So
And relax and be yourselves.
Yeah.
You know, relax and be yourselves. Folks, you may see people walking back and forth. We're live in school getting this done right now, and can't wait to see these young underclassmen in the spotlight,
Yeah.
giving our seniors a good send-off and a great interview. So I know you're going to do well, and I can't wait.
yeah, I mean, this is what it's all about, right? I
Yeah.
mean, getting a good perspective of everything that these kids have experienced and all of their different backgrounds and interests. This is what we love to showcase, and so I'm really excited that this is our last episode of the year. I'm so glad that we started doing this last year.
That's right.
And I can't wait to get started. So what do you
Let's
say,
do it.
Chris?
Hey, let's do it.
Let's turn over the reins.
We'll be right back on Cat Chat.
All right, here we go.
Hi, this is the Springfield High Cat Chat. Welcome back. Today I'm going to be interviewing 2 of these lovely seniors, Miss Anaya Battle and Mr. Adrian Moran. Okay, I guess I'll start with a broad, open-ended question. How do you guys feel about your senior year?
I feel that my senior year has been very peaceful, in my opinion. I feel like I've accomplished a lot this year, and I feel like I've just come to peace with like the fact that I'm like leaving this place, and like, you know, and I feel like I put a nice footprint where I stepped.
Yes,
so
yes, you definitely left a mark.
So I feel very peaceful about moving on to another journey. So
Yeah, I know it's
Yeah.
really common for seniors to be stressed about moving on to a new chapter.
yeah, no, I don't know why, but like the counselors here and everything, like I don't know, like it was just a very peaceful like
A good
journey through this year.
transition.
So yes, yeah, I'm very happy about it.
Yeah.
So.
You, Adrian?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, like the complete opposite. No, I definitely feel like I did something. You know, I left my mark. You know, I left. You know, people are gonna know me in the next years here. But yeah, I mean, it was an experience. It was, you know, some good, some bad, but you know, we got through it.
Some happy, some sad, you could
Yeah,
say.
some happy, some sad. right?
Reference to the
Musical.
Addams Family.
Yeah.
He was Gomez.
Yeah, that was nice. That was really, you know, I feel like for me though personally, like, kind of like how you're saying with like the peace.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I found my peace in doing different things I
Yes.
enjoyed.
Yes.
So, you know, like I played football during the, you know, the fall. You know, I kind of had that to occupy me, and then right after it was just straight into the musical.
Mm.
So, you know, just like finding my peace into that and like different things that I like to do. You know, just
Would
Yeah.
you say the musical was one of the highlights of your senior year?
yeah, no, definitely.
Oh my gosh.
It was a great learning experience. There's a lot of growth, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the singing, the acting, like everything was just like, it kind of, okay, this is a bad analogy, but it's kind of like playing a game. I feel like I completed it.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know,
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
so
definitely-
a solid way to finish the year out. That's lovely. Now, what parting knowledge do you guys have to leave on, I guess, incoming freshmen or people that are unsure about the High? Because there is a lot of bad words going around about us, but I think there's a lot of positivity in this school.
So, I would say that as an incoming freshman, I feel like you just need to be prepared for like all of like all the differences that are going to be around you 24/7. And like I just feel like when you come into your freshman year, like you should be coming into your freshman year like it's already your senior year. Like I just feel like you come in like going hard and like being at like the very top of where you need to be, like that will just literally set in stone for like the rest of your high school year. Like I feel like don't come in here like as a freshman thinking like, oh, like, you know, I was just in middle school, you know, freshman year doesn't really matter. No, it matters. Your GPA matters, like everything matters. Like every year that you're here, it matters. And you just need to dibble and dabble into any and everything that you can, because I literally wish that I did theater way more often here. It's an amazing experience, and I feel like if that's what you want to do, like just do it. Like literally just do it. Like I think it'll benefit you so much.
Yeah, so don't wait, and if you have any drive in you to do something, go for it.
Yes, just literally just do it. Like it's so fun. Everyone here, when you do different groups, I feel like everyone is very welcoming when it comes to doing so. So I just freaking do it. Like
why not?
Yeah.
You only live once, and
Literally.
You know, I totally agree with you. You know, like just do what you want to do. You know, go for it. Take that first step. Obviously, your freshman year, take school a lot more seriously. Because like even I like me, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not that good at math. So like algebra, did not take that seriously.
No.
But you know, just like keep a consistent rate with your grades. You know, make sure you're doing your schoolwork. But you know, definitely like, you know, doing the things you want to do. Like I feel like I had like a lot of tunnel vision in like my years of high school, so I was always focused on one thing. But now, like since I'm a senior and I'm able to do all these things, do theater, do like the things I enjoy, just definitely like, you know, if you want to do something, do it. Don't be afraid of what like other people say. Don't be peer pressure into doing something you don't want to do. Just like try it. Like these are the years to like find yourself and to really find like what makes you happy and what you enjoy.
Yes, exactly. And through your journey throughout high school, with all 4 years here, what would you say were some of the most difficult obstacles to overcome?
So freshman year algebra, oh my gosh, okay, no. But I think the biggest obstacle I had to overcome was being able to put myself out there. So I have been in choir for 4 years here, love it, okay. But I wish that when I first started, I was more outgoing, only because like the more outgoing that I got with the extracurricular things that I do here, it was like the more fun I had, the more people knew me, the more people, you know, like wanted to be a part of like whatever was going on. And I just, like that was a big obstacle, like being able to just get out there and just do and just be whatever, like in front of all these people, that was a huge thing I had to overcome. So yeah.
I mean, but once you get into it, it's freeing.
Yes.
You don't have to worry
Yes,
anymore.
once you finally go and like finally like just step out there and just do it, like it is so like relieving, and it like makes everything so much more easier, and it makes everything so much more enjoyable. Like you're not always constantly worrying like, oh my gosh, like did they hear me sing that, or like, you know, did they hear me say, like, you know, no, like it's just so calming, like it's amazing. So
to piggyback off of like what she said, to be able to like have that comfort and just get out there is definitely like something that I had to overcome with like a lot of things, you know. And then not only like doing like extra things outside of school, like theater, sports, whatever, like being able to like maintain school on top of that, like that was a big thing for me to overcome, because, you know, like you come home from a long day, you're tired, you don't really want to do any schoolwork. So, you know, my grades low key, they're good, but, you know, they could have been better. But, you know, that's something we learn over time. And, you know, next year, or, you know, when I go to college, it'll be better. But, yeah, just, you know, the schoolwork and getting out there and doing what I want to do is just, you know, something I'll overcome.
Yeah, and would you guys say mainly it was the fear of judgment from other people that held you back?
Yes,
Definitely.
because like as a freshman, like coming in here as a freshman and like seeing the juniors, the seniors, very intimidating at first, because like, you know, these kids have been in here doing this stuff for like the whole time they've been here, and I just think it's just the intimidation, and it's like, ooh, Ooh, I don't know.
So back to the question I just asked Anaya. Would you say it was your fear of judgment from others that really held you back?
Yeah, definitely. I'm not gonna lie. Just like I feel like a lot of things I did, I wish I could have like put more energy into it. But like even like some of my friends, they don't like, not like they don't like what I do, but like they're just kind of like, oh, you do that? It's just kind of like, yeah. But like just definitely like I wish if I could like restart, I'd definitely put more time and energy into the things I wanted to do instead of waiting until my senior year.
Yeah. So you wish you kind of hit the ground running from the start.
If I could, I'd be in choir all 4 years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, it is miraculous how much your voice has improved since when you audition versus the actual show.
Yeah.
The Addams Family, by the way.
Uh-huh.
Great musical.
But it's like everyday thing.
Yeah. And do you guys have any solid plans for your future?
So I plan to go to Clark State for 2 years, get my core stuff knocked out the way, scholarships, guys, get those. And then after that, I plan on transferring to Central State. I am more than likely going to major in forensic science and then minor in music because music is literally my life. So yeah, so those are my plans. So hopefully I pursue a career into one of the two. So yeah.
Yeah, and on the topic of music, would you say that has been one of the highlights of your high school experience?
Oh my goodness, joining choir was probably one of the best decisions I've ever made. We have freaking phenomenal chamber choir teachers here, and I recommend everyone joins choir. Okay, and everyone's just so different. Like we all do so many different things in that class. Like it's just, I don't know, it's amazing. It's amazing how just singing for about like a 50-minute period brings all of us so close together. Like we are like, it's just, it's amazing. It's just amazing to be closer to all these people and share the same, just everything. Like, yes.
It really is those shared experiences that brings us together and honestly makes coming here to school every day so much more enjoyable. Because when you have people that smile when they see you, that really just makes you happy.
It's just, it's a warm feeling going into that choir room and singing every day. It's just always a warm, welcoming feeling, and it's amazing.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, and then your plans coming up?
My plans, yes. So I think I'm probably gonna go to Clark State either next spring or maybe even next fall. Probably just get the money to go to Clark State. But I think definitely I'm probably gonna do theater.
Really?
Honestly, so probably go there for 2 years, transfer, maybe go to Wright State or Cincinnati. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I want to do.
Yeah, and you never would have known that had you not auditioned for the musical and put yourself out there.
Yeah, I mean, like I dabbled in it a little bit. I was tech for since my sophomore year. So when Miss Lavender first came here, I did stuff with her, but I never auditioned or had the time to. I'm glad I was able to.
Oh yeah, that's great that you've kind of found a pathway during your time here. I guess I'll leave this more up to you guys since you're leaving. You don't have much time left here, but is there anything else you really just want to put out there for people to see or talk about? Could be anything.
I don't know. I don't think I have very much else to say. Just, I guess all I have to say is that just come in here and just be you and do anything that it catches your attention. Just go and do it. Like, attend to everything. Do every school event. Like, it is amazing. Just do it. Just do it. That's all you have to do. Just be involved. Be involved with your peers, your community, your school community. Be involved with like literally everything you can. So. But don't stress yourself out. But it'll be okay though. So that's all I have to say.
Good. It's great to find that balance here.
That's a good ending though. I like that.
Yeah. Then we could leave it at that. Okay. Well, it's been lovely talking to you guys and to ask you questions about your time here and to have you answer them. Thank you so much for sitting here and letting me be the one interview you.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, but that's the Cat Chat, and these are our seniors heading out. We'll be moving on to the next segment.
Hello, welcome back to Cat Chat. My name's Izzy, and I'm here with two seniors.
Oh, yeah. Zoe Bizdor.
And Shimon Prashak.
and we're just going to be talking about their experiences throughout high school. So can we start off by you guys telling me your favorite memories within high school?
Yeah, do you want me to go first or you don't?
I can go first.
Okay. Ooh, that's really hard. I've really enjoyed my time here at Springfield High School, but I would definitely say one of my favorite memories is the football games and being together with all of the students cheering on our Wildcats, especially, I know this year we might have not done as well, but every single year, Friday nights are one of my favorite memories because you get to be with so many students that enjoy not only football but school spirit, and I think that's a big part of Springfield High School.
I feel like, of course, I've been here for just 1 year. I don't have so many memories as probably the other people, but I liked really the mock trial team, and I went from just seeing the poster in the hallway and thinking, okay, that's cool, I might as well join and try it out, to actually like making it into state and all that stuff. That was really cool. I really enjoyed it.
Okay. Was there any obstacles that you guys faced during your biggest obstacles that you faced?
Ooh, yes. I would definitely say finding my group of people. I went to a really small elementary and middle school, and I was very excited to go to Springfield High School to have this new beginning and to have a bigger class. But it was really hard at first, especially going into your freshman year with not knowing anybody. And I feel like the more I got involved and I asked for help with my teachers, I really kind of found my close knit group of people, and I love them so much.
I feel like there was especially at the beginning, because I'm an exchange student, so I'm here just for the year and from a whole different country coming into America, and of course into a new school. There was a lot of kind of initial awkwardness. Where should I sit? Who should I talk to? What do I do the whole day after I exit school? So there was a lot of stuff, but I feel like that. And I feel that's maybe for this school in particular, or maybe for America as a whole, it was like that people were really friendly, really accepting, and I was able to actually like find a good friends here, which was pretty cool.
And that seems hard because you didn't find your clique yet, and you had to find who you were close with. Was that ever hard for you to find friends or feel judgment?
Finding friends, not necessarily. I mean, for me personally, I felt like whenever I introduced myself to people, it's always important to be yourself, and to be kind. But, going into high school, there is a lot of judgment, and I feel like the best thing for us as students to do is to just be yourself, and everybody goes through different things. So no matter how hard it might get, you have to stay true to yourself.
Would you guys recommend any classes or groups to do for any upcoming freshmen?
Ooh, yes. Shimon, I know you mentioned mock trial.
I mentioned mock trial. Yeah, mock trial was really cool. I like it's definitely not for everyone. You have to memorize a lot of stuff, but if you like speaking and if you like kind of competition or something like that, academic competition in that case, that one was really cool. And although I'm not like planning to be a law student in the future or anything like that, I really enjoyed it. It was really fun. So I would definitely recommend it.
So going into Springfield High School, I loved how many clubs and opportunities they gave you. Student council I joined freshman year. I think it's a great opportunity to get to know other students, and you also get involved with the community during doing community service, and you also get to plan some fun student events like homecoming and prom, which was one of my favorite memories. But I would definitely say for the freshmen or students just in general at Springfield High School to not be worried about finding what they do and don't like, because there's so many clubs and opportunities here that they will fit right in with whatever they choose.
Yeah. And do you guys recommend really the best piece of advice, to be yourself or anything?
That's a good question. So I would be kind, because you never know what other people are going through, and I think showing kindness is one of the best ways you can show people who you truly are, and it can make somebody's day, no matter if they're already having a good day or a bad day. I would just say always choose kindness over anything else.
I would say, to be honest, I like coming here, and this is gonna sound like the teachers are paying me to say this, but I found that like there's a lot of people that don't really care. I feel like I feel like first, if you like actually put some effort into high school, it can like give you good advantage in the later life. So I would say that would be one piece of advice. And the second piece of advice, like I would try everything. You know, if you see something, sign up for it immediately. That's what I did, and it like for the year, I think it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
What's the best part you guys would say about class of 2025 in a whole?
Oh my goodness, there's so many things. I would say just sharing memories with one another. I know our class is pretty big, but I definitely feel like we have all shared the same memories, especially with our freshman year in COVID. I felt like that really connected us. But I would just say sharing memories as a whole class in general would probably be.
And COVID was hard because it separated a lot of us, a different way of learning. A lot of people had to adjust.
Yes.
So class of 2025, what do you think would be?
I mean, I don't know. I would say the majority of people almost from the class of 2025, I maybe don't know. I know maybe like the kind of core, the people who are real active, but I think that's kind of somewhat like also a pretty cool thing that there's a lot of like little groups within the whole class, and a lot of people that you can talk to. You will always find somebody who you will fit in with. So that would be probably the characteristic.
Yeah. And are you guys doing anything after high school? Any plans?
Yeah.
What are you guys doing?
I'm attending Ohio State University, and I will be majoring in film studies and digital media.
Okay.
So I'm very, very, very excited for that.
Very fun.
Yes.
I'm coming back to my Czech high school in Czech Republic, so because we have it a year shifted, so I'm graduating a year later. So I'm gonna have my senior year here, or I'm ending my senior year here, and then I'm gonna have one more senior year back in Czech Republic, and then probably college in Prague, something like that.
Okay. And would you like to give any advice about what you're taking out into high school? You know, what you're doing in college?
Oh my goodness. I would definitely say grow connections with your teachers. Try everything, because you never know where that's going to lead you or what kind of people you're going to meet. And don't be scared to take the harder classes, because what I've learned from taking the harder classes, especially with like AP and IB, they're great programs that they offer here, and you are also in a smaller class size, which is really nice, so you also get to know a lot more students, but the teachers are amazing in the harder classes, and I think that growing that relationship with your teachers is so important, and it's helped me grow so much as a student and especially as a person. So
yeah, I would second the harder classes part. I feel like here from what I've seen, the AP, IB classes would be something that you would actually like use later in college maybe. From what I've been to in the easier classes, it like you still learn something, but it's not I think you don't reach the full potential in the easier classes, I would say. So that would be one thing taken out of high school. I feel like also talking with people, making friends. I feel like I don't know exactly how it is here, but you can make friends for life, which is pretty cool.
And I think a lot of upcoming freshmen care a lot about popularity and how people see them. So would you give anything about how?
ooh, that's yeah.
Because a lot of freshmen haven't really found themselves, so it's really hard.
Yeah. I would definitely say my freshman year, I knew who I was, but if I were to look back at freshman year of Zoe, like right now, I would be like, wow. And I would say that, yes, there's popularity, but in the end, it's 4 years. You have to make the best of it. You have to meet the right people. And in the end, like, you're going to end up somewhere great if you get involved and if you meet the right people. So that's what I would have to say. Yeah.
I did talking about popularity. I did expect it to be here, like there's a only experience I had with American high school prior was from the movies, and there's always the popular kids and then the nerds and stuff like that. To be honest, I did not see that here. I think there was no like popular kids who wouldn't care about anyone else and wouldn't accept you if you didn't have enough likes on Instagram or whatever. I saw a lot of different groups of people, but each group had something valuable within it, and
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I wouldn't say it's smart to care about whether you're popular or not. I feel like it's smart to find your people and people who you click with.
Yeah. Going off of that, that's another thing that's so great about Springfield High School is it's so big that there's so many groups of people that not necessarily fit in with, but you may share the same interest in, and I think that's so important to just find the group of people that you're most interested with. And same, what Shimon was saying was that each group has something valuable to them, and I think that's something really special.
Yeah, and grades and classes,
Yes.
and actually giving effort and caring. Is there anything you guys want to talk about your 4 years? Anything else?
Get involved. Get involved. I personally, getting involved in high school and joining clubs was one of the best things. Because again, you meet so many people, you never know where it could lead you. Like, if I wasn't involved, I would not be sitting here right now. And freshman year, people, I feel like nobody tells you this, but freshman year grades matter so much. And I think it benefits you so much, especially when college and everything comes around. So yes, that's all I have to say.
I would say, I was kind of when I came here at the beginning of the year, I feel like I wouldn't say I was a different person, but the mentality of like being here and stuff was like very different. I felt like everything sucks in America because it's a culture shock. You don't know what you're going into, but so I kind of stepped into like kind of some emptiness. I had no idea what's gonna. Well, I had some expectations, but I had no idea what's gonna await, and it wasn't so bad at the end. So I would say, don't be scared. Don't be scared to try new things. Don't be scared to talk to new people, and it will turn out somehow. And I feel like if you give some effort into it, it will pay off.
Thank you so much for letting me interview you guys today.
Of course.
And we'll be back with this next segment. Thank you.
Welcome back to Cat Chat. I'm your host, Marcus Myers, and I'm here with
Brendan Taylor
and
Alicia Belchek.
now these are two seniors. You know, they're getting old, and I'm here to interview them on how their experience at Springfield High School was, and just to see what their future plans are for going to college. So my first question is just like, if there's one thing that you're going to miss about this school, what would it be?
Probably the people, just being around all my friends, you know, just being able to make memories, and just the whole experience of just like being in high school still. Because I know as much as I hate it now, there's going to be a day where I just want to be here, you know. Yeah.
You said like people like you got any like people like friends, like what you mean by that?
Probably like just like some of the teachers, I mean, have good relationships with them, you know, all my friends. It's just a real diverse school, so you just see different people every day, and I think that's just like a good thing about like being here. It's just like not being alone, you know?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. And I know you're like an athlete, so like when you go to college, are you planning on like playing any sports?
I do plan on playing baseball, and then major in accounting, and then just see where it goes from there, really.
What about you? If there is one thing that you're going to miss about this school, like you graduated and you're like, man, I really miss this, what would that be?
Definitely all the sports that I did, and being a part of student training and helping with football and all the different sports throughout the seasons. Like, definitely made some great memories with that, and the teachers definitely created a bond between some of my teachers that I had, so it was nice to have that.
Are you planning on like playing any sports in college?
Ironically, with how much I did, no.
Because I remember like last year I saw this Instagram post and you were like wrestling like a pig or like a cow or something. I was like,
Yeah, I did.
are you like trying to explain like what was that?
So the Clark County Fair does a pig and calf scramble, and the girls do the pig scramble. And I was like, you know what? I want to go out with a bang. I want to show a pig for my last 4-H year that I have. And I went out. You run after a pig, and you carry it to a ring if you catch one. And I caught one, so I'll be at the Clark County Fair this year showing a pig.
Okay. Now I know you guys are seniors and you're graduating. And if there's any advice you can give a kid in like my situation, a sophomore about to go into their junior year, about to be an upperclassman, if there's any advice you can give kids like us, what would that be?
Make the most of what the time you have, because everybody says it always flies by, but it really does. It sounds like a cliche, but I think just appreciating what time you have now and instead of focusing on what you could have done or what you can do.
So like, what do you mean? Like, what should we do? Like that we don't like waste our time. Like, what are like activities that we should get into?
That's just up for you, really. I mean, just find your interests, find your friends' interests. You know, I mean, everybody does better whenever you have somebody along with you. So I think finding a good support group and you know, just get out there. Really, just try everything. Yeah, try everything once, I'd say.
All right. What about you? What would you give, like what advice would you give the kids in my situation? Sophomores, about to be a junior?
If everybody says your junior year is the hardest, and from my experience, it's more of a mental battle for if you're taking standard classes. It's just a lot. You hit that wall, you're like, I'm almost done, but it's a lot. And then just take in what you have. You definitely feel exhausted all the time, but even if you're tired, still go out and do something. Like, you'll regret that you didn't do it.
And as we all know, high school, it's hard, it's a struggle. So like, what's one thing that got you through high school that you would think about, like, oh yeah, I love that I have that. It really got me through my 4 years at Springfield.
I think music had a big part. You can always just turn on music whenever you want, whatever type of music, just depends on the mood. I think sports helped me a lot too, because it gave me like a reason to do good in school. And so like without somebody, like something pushing me for it, it'd just be harder. So I think try to find like what you like outside of school too.
I got you. And I know you suffered an injury when you were playing sports. So when that happened, like what did you do to, because you couldn't play sports anymore, so what did you do to like get through school then?
It's a good question. I don't know. I just try to stay positive and just focus on when I'm not hurt, you know, and just the times like when I was playing, you know, and just supporting my friends that are able to play at the time, you know, and just being out in the environment, I think just helps in general. Not being able to play is obviously hard, but it's just like, it's just one of those mental battles you gotta figure out. I feel like everybody's gonna have their own way of dealing with it.
I got you. And now for you, what is one thing that got you through these 4 years at Springfield High School?
Definitely powerlifting. Powerlifting was my number one for sure throughout the past few years. And I actually was part of the group that had started it, because I powerlifted in my 7th grade year, and then we didn't have an 8th grade, and then coming back in freshman year and starting out was definitely what did it, and kind of set myself up there. I won state, so I had to go out with a bang. Had to do it all 4 years. So it was a challenge. It was something nice to push myself and look forward to throughout the year, and like have a goal to set that's not just school. Because as much as you have to be at school and have to do keep up on things and do it all, you have a life outside of high school. Don't stress yourself out too much with school.
But powerlifting it's only like one part of the school year. So like during the other parts when you're not powerlifting, like what'd you do to help you get through it?
I was a 3-sport athlete. I had volleyball, powerlifting, and then track. And other than that, probably friends and family.
Friends and family?
Yep. Always trying to do something outside of it to make sure that I'm balanced between it and not too stressed about things.
All right. Well, now, like, you guys are about to go to college. So what's one thing that you're, like, looking forward to? Like, you're graduating high school and you're going on to college. And, like, what are you looking forward to that you just can't wait to experience?
I think probably just being on my own, you know, like having my own time. It'll be like a different pace. And I think like working towards like a degree instead of taking everybody's same classes, you know, stuff that you're not really going to do in your future, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'll just be, I don't know, more eye-opening to what there is to do out there.
Are you looking forward to playing sports?
Yes. But, I mean, sports can only last so long.
That's true. What college you planning on going to?
Bryan Stratton Community College. It's like 25 minutes from Cleveland. About 2 hours and 45 minutes from here.
All right. Yeah. What about you? What are you most excited and looking forward to going into college from high school?
I'm actually not going into college. I decided that a few more years of school are not for me, and it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
And I can always go back, but I decided that I'm going to go to welding school. I'm going to go to Hobart. You don't always need a degree. I think we've definitely created that view in society that you have to have a degree to be successful, but it's not true. You can do a lot without going to college or going into trades instead.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'd like to thank my two seniors for this interview. I've been your host, Marcus Myers, and we'll be right back on Catch Up.
And the gang is all back together again.
For one last time.
One last time. I'm not gonna cry. We're not gonna cry.
If I look at you long enough, I will.
I know.
So I'm gonna have to. This is where it all started, guys.
Yes.
Sure
It
was. Sure was.
Right
And
in
we've
these purple chairs.
We've grown
know.
it. We've
We
grown
have.
this thing to the next version of Zoe. Like, who's gonna be the next Zoe
I
now?
know.
I know.
This is awesome. This is
3 years from now, it'll be like, all right, so who's the next
yeah.
Zoe?
Who's
Yep.
the next Zoe? We'll have to bring Zoe back for some alumni.
Zoe
Oh
will
my gosh,
be like
yes.
25 years old
I-
with children. She'll be bringing her kids to the podcast studio.
Yes.
Zoe,
Yeah.
tell us about this experience.
It has definitely been one of the highlights of my senior year. Here, oh my gosh, here come the tears, people. I'm so grateful that you guys let me host and meet these amazing people in our school and our community. I don't know, I just love you guys so much, and it has opened so many doors for me, and I'm just so excited to see how this continues to grow. It's so weird that like a year ago I was a junior and I was interviewing all these people, and then I remember I was so excited when you guys emailed me saying, Zoe, are you interested in hosting? And I was like, oh my gosh, and I ran upstairs and I told my mom, and she was so happy, and you know, I couldn't have asked for anything else, especially my last year. So I just want to say thank you guys so much for doing this.
Man, it's probably gonna take more than one person to replace you.
Aw, thank you.
It's gonna take
Yeah.
more than one person to replace you, and just watching kids grow. This is why we do what we do.
Yeah.
To see kids start in one place and end up in another place as far as development. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
keep breathing.
I'm breathing.
But I want to say personally, I didn't really know who you were when you first sat in this chair last year at this time. And as you came over and as you just kind of flow, your personality, I don't want you to change for anybody.
Thank you.
You keep this great personality
Thank
and you are going to be successful in any and everything you do, Zoe.
Thank you so much.
I promise you that.
Thank
So
you.
from me to you, thank you for giving your time to Cat Chat. Thank you for giving your time to our district.
Of course.
And you became a local star.
I did!
Right here.
A
So-
Wildcat star.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. That means so much to me.
We didn't bring any tissues on this episode.
It's
What a
okay, it's
mistake.
okay.
What a mistake.
I just had to get mine out real quick.
Yeah.
You know, I'm an emotional guy, and I got mine out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's over to you.
Yeah, it's Jenna's turn now.
I just wish that we could clone you and replicate you to have a school filled with 1,000 Zoe Visdorfs. The world and our community would be such a better place. I haven't seen a room or space that you go in, Zoe, that you have not made better. And that doesn't come from just me. That comes from everybody that has talked about you to me. So I hope that you have so much confidence going forward in your next step of life.
Thank you.
That you can lift others up, because that is such a gift that not everybody has. And you are just going to energize every space and every person you come in contact with.
Thank you.
So I feel so fortunate to have gotten to know you in such a short time.
Yes.
And just know that we will always be here to cheer you
Yes.
on.
Thank you.
And I'm only crying.
That's a perfect
I
way.
know, that's like the perfect ending to the
Oh man.
little video.
Well, I don't know what else to say. So
I know, neither do I.
what's the story for you? What's your next steps?
Well, my next steps is to go to Ohio State.
Go Bucks.
Ohio State. OH, people.
OH.
And I want to major in film studies and digital media. And you guys have really helped me be more confident in what I want to major in. Just because with all of the people and getting to work with people like you, like this is what I want to do. And you guys inspire me so much because you guys really do light a spark in the students here. And that just makes me it just adds more passion to my career and already what I want to do, because you guys are just filled with so much joy and passion, and you guys mean so much to this district and the relationship you have with students, and I just can't wait to build those connections at Ohio State. So thank you guys.
Well, Zoe, thank you so much. Do you have anything else for Zoe? Without crying?
I know.
Got me out. I don't think so. I'm just looking forward to meeting like 100 other Zoes, right?
Yes.
I know that we won't, but you know, I think she and you have set the stage for so many to follow behind you, and that's exciting. So this is where it started, and this is where it ends so appropriately.
Yeah. Zoe, you're irreplaceable.
Thank you so
Yes.
much.
But
And-
folks,
I think it's only
know.
appropriate that Zoe sends us off for the last time.
send us off, Zoe.
All right, Wildcats. I love you guys so much. We love you. Wildcat Nation for life. Can we end up with a little cat chat?
Oh,
Cat chat, cat chat. Cat chat, cat chat.
I had to. Thank you guys so much. It has been an honor hosting. Thank you.
See you in September.
Thank
Have
you.
a good summer. We have another host with us today.
Hello.
This is Zoe.
I'm Zoe. Welcome back, Wildcats. It's me, Zoe Visdorf.